Some mushroom coffee.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, there goes that one. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, this is really good coffee, man. Like one day
Or Sigmatic.
I would
Oh,
actually
Sigmatic.
I would love
Yeah.
this to be a sponsorship one day. Actually, like I really love this coffee. Like
I can make a whole war chant. We must battle for Sigmatic.
yes,
Rally,
yes,
men.
we should.
Onwards and upwards to victory.
No, like whenever I need a boost, I just and then I'm good to go.
Just give it a sniff.
No one walks and just rips it open. Just
Yeah,
Or he pulls out fucking a credit card and starts chopping it up, making lines and shit.
Whenever I'm ready to game, I just
He's like, I don't wear my name tag so people know who I am. I use it when I get home for quick access.
It's
yes, exactly.
it's nice. It chops
Quick.
very good.
And easy.
It scoops a lot at once.
Oh, so much. You'd be surprised at how much I can snort in one go, in one breath.
I think that's the episode title.
This will be our next. This will be our another competition. We're gonna make it the Bants Olympics. So we're gonna have the who can throw Tim the furthest competition, the snort competition.
Yeah, I'm down.
We're gonna have all.
I can definitely do that. You see how big my nose is? These nostrils, man, they can intake.
It's like a
lot.
vacuum.
So that's the
Oh,
thumbnail.
yeah, man.
That's the thumbnail.
Ready to
No.
go.
Just
So
two
it's like, of course,
Hoovers like this,
yeah.
fucking two dustbusters.
Yeah. Just open them up, dude.
You got 4 settings on that bad boy.
Yeah, man.
For hardwood and
Slow.
carpet.
Hold on.
There's
The
low,
idea is
high, and turbo.
what's it called? Like the idea is two Hoovers right here, and it says call now, and there's a fake phone number, and I'm like 19.99 or something, like an infomercial style.
3 easy payments of $19.99.
Yes.
The easiest of payments.
There we go.
Each bag of coffee is actually $19.99.
All coming together.
That doesn't surprise me. I feel like the little small packs that people buy are like $4 by themselves.
Yeah.
Like 1/8 that.
They're actually only $1.99. Can you believe it?
Oh, it's 1/16 then.
Dude, I rarely drink coffee, but man, do I love the smell of coffee.
Oh, I know. I don't like
Coffee's great.
coffee at all.
I feel like it's just one of the
the smell.
like just smelling coffee is just
You
great.
like the smell of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a
I
big
drink it
fan
too,
of
but-
drinking it.
The smell is literally the best part. Like,
Yeah.
you smell it and you're like,
Then I don't need to drink
Oh,
it. Then.
you basically
Basically,
What is that face?
back
Oh.
yeah, man, you basically cream your jeans just with the smell, all right? And then
Time stamp
right
that.
after that, once you put it in your mouth, you're like, you just it's like,
You gotta
Yeah,
sit
so
there
you gotta
and
put
just,
like all this sugar and all this stuff
Yeah.
in it. Yeah, you just keep
it's like,
sniffing
do
it.
you really like it if you have to smother it in sugar and cream? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like that's the
Bro.
same thing. So that's like the same thing as like people are like, I love lobster, and then I see them eat lobster, and it's like just an entire thing of butter on the lobster.
Of course.
yeah, butter with a side of lobster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Anybody up for some
coffee's
coffee and
fucking
lobster?
good though.
Some coffee and lobster. Put some butter in the coffee and some creamer on the lobster.
And we're
So-
good to go.
Interesting.
Just imagine
Dude,
imagine
where's
like
butter coffee.
oh yeah. Dude, imagine there's also a butter whiskey I saw the other day, which I'm interested. Or
Hmm.
wait,
Butterscotch
banana whiskey. That's what it was. Banana whiskey. Sorry,
Banana whiskey?
Banana
banana
whiskey.
whiskey. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I'll actually.
I'm gonna have
I
to.
want
I'll
to try
try it.
that.
Yeah, we'll do a Tim and Brian
I
taste
sell
test.
banana milk at work, but I don't know.
Oh
Dude,
yeah, banana milk. Yeah.
Banana
Is that
milk
any
is good too. Banana milk
A
is
lot of
good.
people like it,
Yeah,
actually.
I approve. I remember when I worked somewhere else one time, me and my coworker bought one of those like Dan size and banana milk things and just
Mhm.
split it. It was delicious,
Okay.
Well, your shit's good.
dude.
I think
So-
I snorted too
You just
hard.
gotta
Here.
milk. You gotta milk
It's-
the banana
You
first.
snort. Oh, you baby. You know.
They have nipples. You can milk it for sure.
I
Good-
should have.
good
I
movie
snorted too
reference.
hard. My sinuses hurt now. all of
I'm
a
in
sudden.
that. I'm in that movie. Yeah, you snorted very hard. Your eyes went into the
Yeah.
back of your head.
You
That
fucking
was
Hell,
the
your
full
Demon
Demon
Nolan.
snorting is too
Overdose.
strong.
That was
Pleasure
full Demon
before
Nolan.
Sigmatic coffee.
Dude, imagine you're just like at a restaurant and just no one just loving the smell of coffee. Like the lady just brings his coffee and puts down. And she's like, "Do you need any creamer?" And no one's like, "I made my own. No, thank you."
Oh yeah.
Bring me a
I
cup of
got
coffee.
plenty of French vanilla right here. We're good.
Give me a cup of coffee, fill it halfway, and don't come back with any more.
Yeah, no, just answers.
Yeah,
Want my top
no,
off,
in the
sweetie?
morning-
I'm okay. We're okay.
Yeah, in the morning, I brew a cup of coffee. I snort it really as hard as possible, so hard that like some of the coffee actually like almost goes up my nose, but then falls back down. You know, I'm all good. And then
like a
I walk
cartoon
over to the
character.
sink and I just pour it out.
It's like, there we go. I'm good. Yeah, that's how you go to Nolan's house. He's like, would you like some coffee? You're like, sure. He just holds it up to your nose.
Yeah.
He just
Like, what do you
"Oh,
do?
does it smell
Why do
good?
you smell it?
And then he's just like, does it smell good? You're like, oh, it smells great. Okay, good. And then just dumps it off. What else can I get you? Something
He
good?
doesn't have any mugs. He just used the fucking pot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
you wanted to drink it? I'm sorry. Did you bring your own cup? No.
Then I guess it's not happening.
This is all for
It's
me.
not.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, right.
Hey, welcome to
Put my wallet.
the Bants. Man, look at the keymaster over here, the jailer.
No.
Yeah.
Who's the gatekeeper?
Wait, what?
What's up, janitor?
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I got all sorts of keys. Hold on, I got another.
Well,
one.
and the way that those keys were positioned, that totally looked like that would be
Yeah.
something that you'd have to steal from somebody in a video
Yeah,
game.
it's like literally
Yeah.
like I'm playing thief in my head. I'm just like, all right, I gotta get that bad boy. Gotta make sure I steal the right set.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
gosh, man.
we got the right key to your entertainment right here on Debance episode 19. Devin,
shoot.
19.
You
That's one
key to
followed
the
by
heart.
9.
That was actually a very nice segue. I gotta.
That was really
Thank you,
good.
thank you. I got
Mhm.
tonight I didn't have Coke, but I had a vanilla crown from a great friend. And I wanted to start drinking tonight. So I tried root beer, and it's like I'm drinking a root beer float. So this is fucking dangerous.
Ooh.
It's vanilla on top of vanilla. We
That sounds
can't
Vanilla.
go wrong with that.
Yeah, the nilly nilly, as me and Anthony
Nilly
deemed it.
nilly, yes.
Little nilly nilly. That's what I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna be like, you want
I
nilly
say
nilly?
shit wrong all the time, so vanilla came out nilly nilly. So
Nilly nilly.
it works.
That could be the name of the
Yeah,
drink,
yeah.
though.
That's actually a pretty
Willa.
good name for
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
vanilla, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just
I'll
gonna
take
come up
one
to you. I'll be
nilly
like,
nilly.
yeah, you
What
want
the
nilly?
fuck's a nilly nilly?
You want me to hook you up with a nilly nilly? I'm gonna do that next time we go to play pool. I'm gonna just go up there and be like, can I get a nilly nilly? And then I'll get kicked out, and
sounds
then I'll
like
be
Wait,
Wait, you don't know how to
somewhere
make
else.
a nilly nilly?
It sounds like
Come on,
you're
that's
asking
easy.
for like a wedgie or
Vanilla
something.
Crown
You're like,
Royal.
The real
Yeah.
twist will be I'm like when I ask for a nilly nilly, and they're like, "Oh yeah, no problem." They just like hand me a bag of cocaine or something. Just like accidentally using a like
Just
street
give you
term
something
for hard
else.
drugs.
Yeah.
Or it could be like our friend asked for something and they're like, we don't make that, but we got you something else. You'll like this.
Yeah, exactly.
It tastes like fruit salad. It was pretty good.
You know, most
Dude.
of all, guys, I appreciate you waiting. I didn't think you. I thought you guys probably already started. I was
We
like,
did put a 30-minute hard cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hard cap.
We were treating you like a pizza guy. If you were late, our pizza's free.
Yeah,
And then, yeah, you're gonna be free.
well,
You made it just in time, though.
looks,
Yeah,
looks
it's
like
very
you did.
clutch. Yeah, we got our CSO just to give a behind the scenes look here. We normally record around 8:30 p.m. Tonight we're recording at 11 p.m., which is 2 a.m. for our editor. So a little bit rough over there for him.
Yeah, pretty late.
4 a.m.
Good thing,
bedtime.
good thing we pay him a lot.
Yeah, good thing.
Yes.
luckily
You
we pay him very
motherfucker.
well.
He's definitely getting a bonus this week for sure.
Yeah, huge bonus in the
Huge
thighs.
bonus.
Like when he comes down here, we'll make sure we're gonna get him some pizza. Me and Anthony are gonna feed him good.
Feed them good.
I'm gonna show him some beautiful sights, and it's gonna all be paid for.
I'll give him the smell of coffee.
Yeah,
Hey, I'll send you home with a little nootropics
A goodie
Yeah.
bag?
goodie bag. Thank you.
Yeah.
Goodie bag,
Yeah.
I was gonna say a welcome basket, but that
Dude.
didn't sound right.
Dude,
No
Brian
one
had
leaves my
you.
house without a bag of white powder.
That's on Nolan's welcome mat.
You know what? He brought me a bag of white powder one time at work. he did.
Dude, I straight up I went corporate was there and I was telling some
That's
one of our coworkers, I don't remember her name, but she was like, "Oh yeah, I have brain fog." I'm like, "I'll bring you something." And then I bring it to her as I don't know it's corporate standing or sitting next to her, but it's corporate sitting next to her, like a fucking security guy. like I don't know, I can't remember what it was, but a corporate guy is just sitting there, and I walk up to her and I'm like, yeah, here's this. It's a bag of fucking capsules with just white powder inside. I'm like, yeah, maybe that wasn't such a good idea.
Did they ever pull you to the side or anything? Ask you a question?
No, I just went up and I was like, here it is.
Yeah, he looks pretty innocent.
Also, yes, Nolan is known for giving people pills inside plastic bags. So, like, it doesn't.
Is it like the little
You're gonna
Ziploc
put 'em in,
baggie?
you know.
Yes.
Like the little sandwich baggie?
One time he brought me literally like a small bag with like two
Oh,
pills in
even
it.
better.
Yeah,
Dude, Nolan is ready for when we become like a
He was,
cyberpunk world.
Yeah.
yeah.
He was
All
just
little bags and stuff.
if he had
He's
done
a-
this, look around, it would have been official.
Yeah,
but-
Nolan is a literal Shadowrun character. Like just straight up. Dude, all right, guys.
What's up?
So there's this movie coming out this summer.
Yeah, you
I'm
talked
really
about
excited.
something you
I'm
actually
really-
want to see.
I'm really excited to talk about it. All right. I got the synopsis pulled up even. I was prepared. Okay, you ready?
Mhm.
A tale of war, intrigue, glory, and love. An epic saga across the Mediterranean. Follow the great Greek heroes, Achilles, Hercules, and Bophades as they defend their homes and journey into unknown lands. This summer in Bophades Nuts on Anthony's Chin.
Yeah, see, when I heard both of these, I knew some bullshit was coming.
Put the pizza.
You doing
Oh,
the
no.
pizza? Oh no!
Is,
Into
is
the oven.
Gordon Ramsay in the house because you just got cooked? It's fucking raw.
Oh gosh, man.
Yeah, it's not actually a movie, unfortunately. But if anyone has any movie recommendations,
You
I'd
gotta
be lovely.
think like this guy was sitting here writing this shit down.
I
Like,
know.
I was ready. I was.
I thought he was going to talk about.
I'm gonna
came
use
to
that
me
for
and
my
I'm like,
script
I-
project audition.
I thought he was going to talk about Arnold,
Go read that
our boy
down.
Arnie's new movie because doesn't he play Zeus?
What's up?
I thought you were talking about Arnold's new
Was it
movie.
Black Adam movie?
I don't know.
The Black
did
Adam. I played Black Adam in Injustice. He was fun.
Arnold Sports.
Oh. Um,
Isn't he doing a new movie?
I do
where
have
he
2
plays
movies
Zeus?
though that are coming out soon that I want to see. There's The Incredible Weight of Massive Talent. Looks hilarious. It has Mandalorian in it, and it's Nick Cage being Nick Cage and not
Yep.
being a character. He's actually being himself, and they go on like this big adventure because the Mandalorian is like a really rich guy and just pays Nick Cage to just hang out with him, and it looks hilarious. So yeah, look that one up. And then the latest Robert Eggers movie comes out on the 22nd called The Norseman. Absolutely love Robert Eggers movies. Has either of you guys seen The Witch or The Lighthouse?
Negative. But
No.
wasn't The Norseman also a Netflix series?
I think so.
I think I watched that with my. With
Or are
our
you
number
thinking of
one fan.
Vikings?
No, I think it was called The North something. Our number one fan will leave a comment about what it's called.
Okay, I would appreciate that.
It was hilarious.
But yeah, Robert Eggers is a really, really talented indie director, and this is his 3rd film. I've loved his other 2. The first one was a 16th century story about a family out in the middle of the woods that are plagued by a witch, and it's incredible. The atmosphere in it is great. It's so good. And then he did The Lighthouse, which came out a couple years ago with Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe. And it's the black and white movie where they're lighthouse keepers, and then everything kind of starts going insane after a while. And so now this one is going to be a Viking movie that is set in like, I think it's like 3 BC or something like that. Like it's ancient times, but the idea is it's a Viking revenge movie. So it's going to be like, I think the Vikings family gets killed or something. And he said it's going to be like classic revenge movie. And so I'm just like, okay, this is all right. I'm excited. So yeah, that comes out.
pretty good.
Awesome.
Yeah, so definitely check out his other 2 movies too. He is an incredible, talented director, and all of his movies are unique, and the acting in them is great, and there's mystery, lots of mystery, and a lot of kind of leaving it up to you, which I don't think we get a whole lot of anymore, where he doesn't really explain a lot of things in his movies and just kind of leaves it up to you. And I love directors that do that because you can it gives the movies rewatchability because you can look at them from different angles each time.
Yeah, and then you try to like pick up on things that happen later to see like foreshadowing and how things connect and interlink and stuff.
Yeah, and the witch is really good with the foreshadowing when you go back and like all the little details he put throughout it, and then the lighthouse of figuring out exactly what happened and looking at it from different sides of that. And I was so excited for Norseman.
When does this come out?
April 22nd.
Oh, that's soon.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever heard of Chekhov's gun? This relates to
Yes.
isn't a movie. Okay, yeah, you have. Okay, well that I actually figure now that I think of it, you probably have. But has anybody else?
No.
Okay, yeah, Chekhov's gun is forgive me if I'm explaining it wrong, but
Who's
basically,
Chekhov? Why does he have a gun?
If you show a detail, like say they show a painting on the wall, and they're like panning over that painting, that relates to something in the movie. Like that's important. You don't just like have some pointless detail that's just there for no reason. Like that's there for a reason, and it connects to what happens in the movie in some way. And that's Chekhov's gun. Like you have to check back to every detail that you put in your movie, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
And the reason why they say gun in particular is because it's the idea of if a character shows a gun, that the gun will be used later at some point in the movie. It's not just there to be like, look, I have a gun. It's going to be like that gun is going to be used later.
I have a gun.
Yeah.
It's like Brick. I have a grenade.
Yeah, or it's like the thing where like you see somebody holster something and they don't bring any attention to it, or they slide it across the table, give it to somebody. That's what that whole thing is. Yeah.
We're gonna have to keep that in mind when we make the time of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
And its sequel, The Day of the Time.
The day of the time.
But yeah, no. So it sounds like those movies are very aware.
Yes.
So that sounds pretty cool. But
Came out of the trilogy.
That's a thing that's great. Wait, what's the trilogy, Anthony?
We were talking. It's trilogy. The time of the month.
Oh yeah, the time of the month. I think you guys shut me down on that one. I think
I like time of the month though.
I think I'm getting canceled on that one.
Yeah.
It just came to me.
Yeah, we tried that. We tried that one. I think
we can try the time of the week. I think we can try that.
I mean, if 28 days can go to 28 weeks, why can't we go from day to a month?
Well,
okay,
I mean, we could do like the time of the 2 weeks.
Shark Week.
Shark Week.
But I do have to ask Brian, unless you guys talked about this on the podcast. You probably did. But I got to know if you can give me a brief summary of your Star Wars experience.
He wasn't here. Neither of you guys were here last week.
No, I was on an adventure.
Yeah.
Okay. This is great. This is great segue.
Give us the tale of your day.
Start us from the very beginning on your day.
Like, you have a day
All right,
of
let me grab
right now.
my props real quick.
Oh, he has props.
He's got a
prepared.
second.
PowerPoint.
Oh wow,
everything.
look at that! I didn't even notice that shit.
Yeah, so here we go.
Chekhov's gun, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Here we are. So,
oh my gosh, the physical copy.
This is actually worth almost $300
Oh,
currently on the market right now. This game is so popular right now that you cannot find physical copies anywhere.
Wow.
And the one I got is the deluxe edition, which includes the DLC and the game, and also this lovely blue milk Luke figure. So
he's holding blue milk.
Yeah, he's got a blue milk mustache.
That is incredible.
Yeah, if it'll focus.
This is how it looked to Brian last week.
It did. So yes, Lego Star Wars finally dropped, and it's.
Hold on, time out. You gotta start us from the beginning of the day. You woke up and you were downloading the game.
What I did is I took. So the game came out on the 5th, and since I pre-ordered it through Amazon so I could get the deluxe edition, I decided I will work the day that it came out and let it get to my house, because usually our UPS deliveries are kind of late in the afternoon. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna big brain moment it and request the next day off. So I requested the 6th day off, and alas, it worked. I did it like 2 months in advance. I've been planning this day forever. So my idea was to take the whole day off from work and play the game the moment I get up and eat snacks and drink and just have a merry old time. And so the day arrived. I had the game ready to go. I bought all my snacks and everything the night before, and I was all excited. And so I woke up around 8:30 in the morning and got all my I had my whole I laid everything out.
It was a setup of sorts.
Oh yeah, no, I had everything. I opened
sort
up
of like Devin's supplements.
Dude, this is so gamer. Like, I'm just loving this fucking story
So
so
gamer.
hard. Just
I know, yeah, so gamer. I know people that take off like E3
Yeah.
weekends off to watch the
Oh,
whole thing.
I used to.
Oh,
Yeah, me and my old buddy back home, we would for a few years we took the whole weekend off together and we just watched everything E3 and all that. Those were some good times right there. So yeah, but yeah, I took the day off for this. I had my spread. Skittles gummies are incredible.
oh yeah.
Some of my new favorite
Really, really
candy.
good.
I got a big old bag of them. I almost ate the whole thing. I almost I got really sick, but it was good.
Super gamer right here.
So you said that so happy. I got really sick.
Yeah.
Well, because I had a nice what other snacks did I have? So I had the Skittles gummies, and then I had Reese's peanut butter cup chips ahoy cookies, which are delish.
That sounds
And then I have some of those honey barbecue twists, those Fritos.
Ooh.
Those are
Okay.
good. Yeah, I
Classic.
had a bag of those, and then I had some Cheez-It snaps, the like Cheez-It chips. Those are really good too. We're gonna get. I hope we get sponsored by all these companies.
Dude, same.
Yeah, we're
like,
pushing for a lot
Yeah.
of sponsors
get
right
into
here.
this sponsorship. I'm so down.
And then I had Cheetos, and then a bag of Cheetos. So I was all good to go.
Did you have Mountain Dew?
No.
Okay.
I was drinking. I had green apple Gatorade, and I mixed it with my apple whiskey. That was
Okay.
a really good combination,
That
actually.
sounds delicious, sir.
Yeah, and
was
then I
gonna dog the
also
point, but I won't.
okay. And then I
the
was
point.
also drinking cranberry watermelon juice mixed with watermelon vodka.
Yeah, that's a classic.
And yeah, that's a good one. And then I was taking shots of peach vodka.
Good lord.
I just
Wow.
imagine he just like has it laid out like a variable. He's like,
And to keep it YouTube safe, I was also doing this as well.
little galaxy
Okay.
bud.
I had a blast. I
Do you even
fucking
remember
love
anything?
this
Let me,
game.
let me while you continue telling your story, let me pull up your response after we asked how you were doing.
Yeah, we checked in with
One
him 'cause we were
response
like-
for the day.
We're like, he's not gonna make it.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Now keep in mind, there's 6 exclamation points at the end of this also. So yeah, Brian.
And it's
We're
spoken
like-
English.
I added Brian. I said, "Do you know what galaxy you are currently in?" And Brian said, "I am current in Mos Espa and Tatooine, Babu Frick." That was the only message he sent to us the entire day.
That is so perfect.
Like, is
Last to
Brian
be seen.
okay?
Yeah, dude.
Oh
That's
my
I was
crazy.
in a galaxy far, far away.
Absolutely.
Just loving life. Oh man, I needed that day. I needed a day like that. So now talking about the game, I love it. They make the sequels emotional somehow.
Dang.
There's this I highly recommend you guys look it up. Just the little intro movie to the game is so emotional that I don't know why Disney hasn't created a trailer like this. Like it plays clips from all 9 of the movies, and they're all in their Lego forms, but it does like it opens with Luke saying just breathe and Rey using her lightsaber, and then it cuts to Luke fighting Emperor, and then it has little Yoda like Yoda says little quotes, Obi-Wan says little quote. It's just a beautiful little intro for Star Wars nerds, and it's so emotional, and it shows every great aspect of the series.
You can definitely tell the people that worked on it love Star Wars.
Oh, they freaking love it. I mean, they included a couple characters from like the books that haven't even made an appearance in anything besides the books, so which is great. But for starters, the thing I love about the game is it did not take very long for it to update, and they included an activity that you can do while the game is updating and putting together your blue milk Luke.
I can't believe you've done this.
And so I wish more game companies would do that. Like, I feel like that's a pretty grounds for something comedic, is you can include in your game like an update activity book while your game downloads.
That was what I loved about buying games back in the day, was while you would install them, you would like I remember the Baldur's Gate manual. I just like
the manual.
You just like read like all the race and class descriptions and all the lore and stuff.
Yeah, I really miss stuff like that.
Nowadays you start downloading the game, it takes 5 seconds, and you watch 13 TikToks and link them to your friends and go,
or it takes over an hour because they need to, on top of an 80 gig download for the game, it needs like another 60 for an update. And then you can play your game.
The day one patch.
Yeah, so that's another thing about this, is it had a day one update, but it was downloaded in like a minute.
So they were prepared.
Yeah. So I got it for Switch, mainly because I wanted the portability of it, and I wanted the physical copy. And so that's why I leaned towards Switch, because then I can play it handheld. And that would probably be the first negative, is you can definitely tell that they had to lower the graphics a bit for the Switch version, because it's a little fuzzy in places, and you can just tell that it's on like a medium or a low.
Time out. Are you sure it was the game that was fuzzy?
No, I've played it sober since. Don't worry.
Hang on, let's just make sure here.
Well, I was about to say, like, looking at the pictures, I have a 2K monitor, but it looks fucking good for a Lego game.
It's gorgeous. It's a new engine for him and everything. And even though the Switch, it's not perfect, but you can still see like the cool details that they made. Like, everything in this world is made of plastic, and the way that they light everything, it's incredible that they managed to pull that off. And granted, not everything is made out of Lego. Like, they basically just do basic like mountains and forests and stuff, and then they'll have like little Lego trees or little Lego rocks. So we're getting there. I mean, we're getting close to where they could make a game where it actually legitimate looks all like Lego. But they definitely made a lot more things Lego this time around, especially compared to the original, which was 2007 when the complete saga came out. So wow. Yeah. And this is the first one that they've done on this new engine that they have, and this engine is I hope they keep going with it. I don't know what they're going to do next. Part of me thinks they might do Harry Potter next with the system like this. So how the game works is they have all 9 episodes in the game, and so you can actually pick which one you want to start with. But the catch is you can only play episode 1, 4, or 7, and so you can pick one of those off the bat. So if you want to go to the original trilogy right off the bat, you can pick episode 4. But you have to finish episode 4 to be able to play 5, beat 5, and then you can play 6. So you don't have all 9 episodes available to you, but you can at least pick which trilogy you want to start with.
So you can you can pick the starting point of the story, kind of.
Mm-hmm. And so what's cool is that it just throws you right into it. And it does the title crawl for each one. They do like shot for shot stuff from the movies. I started with episode 1 because I wanted to go up in chronological order. And so currently I'm on episode 5. I'm just about ready to get off Hoth, and I've got like 11 hours clocked in so far. And I'm like at the halfway point of the episodes. I haven't even touched the collectibles in this game.
Oh yeah.
There is a ton to do. So there's these things called Kyber bricks that are like the main collectible of the game. There's 1,166 individual Kyber bricks in this game.
Whoa.
And I am, in being 11 hours into the game, I have a little over 100 of them.
I believe, as the Zoomers would say,
And on top of that, there's 45 levels. So there's 5 levels per episode. And then there's I think there's 28 planets, and each one of them have their own open world. You can travel to each planet after you have unlocked them through the stories. You can go to each planet depending on the era that you're in, and it'll reflect that. So, like, if the Clone Wars are currently going on, you do the hyperspace jump to another planet, because that's how they do that. So you'll be on one planet, and then you can pull up your galaxy map, pick another planet, and you'll get in your ship, and you fly in space, and then you hyperspace jump. Sometimes when that happens, there's a battle going on, and you can actually pick which side of the battle, or you can completely stay out of it if you want. So, like, for example, the Clone Wars is going on. You can choose to just dive headfirst in the battle and just start shooting clones, whether you're playing as a hero or not. And then the Separatists will like cheer, and then they'll start fighting with you, and then you can win that side for them. And it's the same thing with Rebels and Empire and Resistance and First Order for the other eras. But that's just a neat little detail that they went that far. So the planet, so you can be on, let's say Hoth, but you could be during the sequel era. And the Hoth base looks old and decrepit because it was abandoned ever since Empire Strikes Back, but you're playing in the sequels. And so they do cool stuff like that. Or you could go to like Exegol from episode 9. You can go there in the prequels and stuff. It's just such a neat little just things that they do with that kind of stuff. And then each area has open worlds in them. And they're decent sized, but obviously since it's broken up into tiny little areas, I'm sure if you put it all together, it would probably be with the size of some of the bigger open world games that we have today. I mean, Tatooine has like 4 different open world sections to it that you can jump around to. And but yeah, overall the game is great. And it makes me upset too, just because of like the state of gaming today, that these guys delayed, and you could tell, I mean, they delayed 2 years at least. I mean, we've known about this game since like 2018, and it was supposed to come out 2019, to come out with Rise of Skywalker, but they delayed it to 2020. Then pandemic hit, they delayed it into 2021. And then during 21, the TT, the developers, came out and said, we need more time. They're like, we apologize. We don't want to release a half-baked product. We want to do the best product we can. So then they were like, okay, 2022. And then as we were getting close to finishing 2021, they gave us this big emotional, like, oh, we can finally release. And then that's when they told us the April 5th release date, and it shows.
Yeah.
I feel like there's so many things these days that they do these delays and it feels like it does nothing. Cyberpunk is still technically being developed, I feel.
Yeah.
Like we are watching that game being made live. And so, and they could delay that. They should have delayed that like another 2 years, I feel like. But this game, they actually did develop it or delay it, and it came out incredible. I mean, there's a few little glitches here and there, some things that are kind of wonky. The physics can kind of be a little weird. The Switch version definitely is probably the lowest performing one. But it's still impressive that they got this to work on the Switch to begin with. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from them for that, but I could see that turning off some people for the way that it looks, but the game still runs really well. So, I mean, it still isn't like a perfect game, but they also gave us 2 of the DLC packs day one. Because since they delayed it so long, all the DLCs are going to be out by May the 4th, which is cool because most companies would spread that out, whether they were done or not. But TT was like, no, we we have, because we had to delay so many times, these development on these DLCs caught up with development of the actual game. So we got a couple of the DLCs day one. We're going to get a few more of them on the 19th of this month, and then we're going to get the rest of them on May 4th. And then so within a month of the game being out, we're already going to have all the DLC for it too, which is incredible because it's going to bump up the character total to, I think, like 422. Because right now there's 380 characters, and then there's 70 ships right now, and I think we're going to get up to like over 200 individual ships that you can fly and drive. And yes, both the Death Stars you can fly and drive around in.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What's crazy to me is like this. Okay, sorry, my cat. Like there's these companies that keep delaying. Like Cyberpunk was delayed like years.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, it still came out shitty. So it just makes me think like what's actually going on, you know, is delaying the release of any game. Sometimes, like in this case, it was the problem. They really needed more time, but with something like Cyberpunk, it's like
I think with
what's going
Cyberpunk,
on,
there
you
was
know?
just so because CDPR basically only made the Witcher games. And with Cyberpunk, it was like there was so many new things that they were trying to add to the game that they just had no idea how much actual development time they needed.
Well, and I think
But,
they
like-
also got a big head from Witcher, and they
Yeah.
were like, "Yeah, we're the kings of game development. We can do no wrong."
Yeah, we're sick and tight.
Yeah.
At the same time, though, it's like you like when you played that game, it's like, did anybody play test this for more than 30 seconds?
Yeah, it's also true.
I don't think so. Or they paid him to keep quiet.
Yeah, and it's just confusing. Like, delay the game all you want, but if you're either sucking at your job or you know you have to keep cutting crap out and then
Mhm.
restarting, maybe something needs to change with the company before you should even start developing games. You know, I know you've already like announced the game is coming out at some point,
Mhm.
so I guess they have to put it out at some point. But
Yeah, I
it's
think
so odd, you know.
Cyberpunk might have also been like they had to release it because of investors too.
Yeah, I'm sure there was a lot of pressure, especially since they had like nothing else really. Because it's not like CD Projekt's got like 4 games coming out
Yeah.
or anything like that. So I'm sure that's part of it too. But
Dude, here's
Well, I'm
the
super
thing.
glad. Go ahead.
Okay, so the thing that's insane to me about this game, the Skywalker Saga, that is, it's only $50.
yep.
And
Yeah,
I'm
if
looking
you
at
just want the
Steam,
base game.
11,247 reviews, and it's just a sea of blue. There's like the only negative reviews I see are like minor bugs or stuff.
Yeah, people taking the look, because admittedly there are some bugs that poke through, but honestly the game is just so good as is that it's like, you know what, I can excuse it because they took their time with it. They released an excellent product, and there's so much content in this game that just comes with it that we don't really get anymore. And I mean, I guess there's Ubisoft games, but Ubisoft I think just kind of cuts and pastes a lot of their stuff.
Yeah.
But that's besides the point. But this
You
with
ever
like
tried Hyperspace by Ubisoft?
no,
It was their version of a BR shit game. Continue.
no, was it?
And they had like some like deep drama there. It's like, yeah, I tried this game called Hyperspace. You guys ever hear of it? No, Anthony, what's it about? Fucking dog shit. Don't ever mention it again. But you're the one that don't ever mention it again.
Okay, continue.
Continue.
Yeah.
Continue.
Don't waste your time.
Don't waste your time, kid.
Oh.
You'll never make it.
Also, the humor in this game is hilarious, and I've had so many good belly laughs
Bro.
in this game. Like the Jar Jar abuse in this is hilarious because so far the funniest thing I've seen is in episode 1. You're on Tatooine, and Qui-Gon is negotiating with Watto over, you know, if I win the pod race, I get the money and I get the slaves. And so they're having this like serious conversation about this with Watto and Qui-Gon, and then in the background, Jar Jar sticks his hand in something, and he just starts spinning really fast,
Like
and
an
you
old
just
cartoon.
yeah, and he's just sitting there going, "Whoa!" like just spinning while Qui-Gon and Watto are,
That's
and
what-
they're not. Nobody's acknowledging him or nothing. He's just in the background.
Side,
just spinning.
side note about that scene is that sound effect was provided by Nolan's nose.
Yes.
They just
It
played a
Live
bunch
on
of
air.
content for them. They're like,
Yeah.
go to town, buddy. Just record it,
Level
put it
1
in
of
there.
his Hoover
go.
nose.
Yeah.
Oh, here's my question. Should I buy it?
Yes.
All right.
Damn, that was
got it.
fast. But I buy it, yes.
Just as fast
I
as he
think
responded with that, I just purchased it.
Yeah. All right, you'll have to keep me updated
Oh, I will.
on that. I think it's also a game that the world needs right now. I know that's probably sounding a little dramatic, but I can see for how much love this game is getting and for how people are just having a good time. I think it's just nice to see, and it's a nice game to have that, just gives us a good belly laugh and everything, because I feel like everything's kind of just sad and depressing these days. So it's especially even with like movies and stuff too. Like there isn't really a whole lot of like comedy, I feel, anymore. And so it's just kind of nice to play something that's relaxing. Like it's not hard. I mean, these games aren't Elden Ring or anything, but like you can breeze through them. But they're just fun, just pure fun to play.
At some point, I feel like we lost the concept of fun.
Yeah, and that's exactly what this is. Like playing it, and the way that the graphics look, like I feel like I'm playing an older game, that's made with love, that's made by nerds. Because everything's, I feel like, especially with video games, are now starting to become part of corporate, like just I don't care, get product out, and kind of thing. And this felt like it was just made by a bunch of people who are just like really into something and were passionate about this project. Yeah, and just wanted it to be the best that it can be. I mean, there's so many, like if you're playing, because there's 2 characters that'll be out at all times because they do the co-op. And so they even include a bunch of dialogue between characters. Like Boba Fett and Han Solo will argue with each other. Mace Windu makes a comment about keeping his distance from Anakin and that he'd like to keep both his arms. Jar Jar will sit there and like a fly will come around and he'll sit there and try and get the fly. And like they just all these like tiny little details that they include, and like characters with idle animations will do stuff. And like if Anakin and Padme are both just idle together, they'll make like little hearts at each other and stuff, and just like fun, just tiny little details like that. And then the amount of stuff in there, because yes, there is a lot of kyber bricks, but on top of that, there's side missions. There's you can do bounty hunts. You can do a whole bunch of things in space. Like you can participate in battles like I was talking about. There's also asteroids you can look for. There's also ships that you can hunt. Like I have a side mission I'm working on now where I have to find 10 gold ships throughout the galaxy and destroy them. And and then also between 45 levels, they all have a bunch of collectibles within those levels. And then they also include a bunch of like side missions that you can do within those levels. So it's like, oh, if you're doing the trench run in episode 4, if you do it just like they did in the movies, then you can do that like fun side quest. Or there's like make a snowman on Hoth and you get rewarded for that and stuff. Like there's just the amount of stuff in this game.
I'm surprised I don't see a negative review that's like, there's too much content, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, that's like some of the reviews I've seen on YouTube kind of mention that. They're like, it's almost too much. But people are like, I love it because this game's a blast.
Yes,
and there's like
you have a lot to do.
Yeah, and then what's cool too is with the side missions and stuff in the overworld, there's all kinds of like little Easter eggs and stuff hidden in there, like characters, like there's side characters who will give you side quests and stuff that had just like a second of screen time in the movies, but they'll sit there and give you a quest and stuff. And it's just so fun. And then the combat got way overhauled as well.
Okay, combat.
Yes.
Have
you seen Child Traveling?
Okay, so yes, I've seen that. So yeah, being part of the fighting game community, a lot of my friends have been literally posting tech. Like there's like insane combo videos and shit being made in this game. And yeah, there's like tech like child traveling and all this stuff. It is absolutely absurd. I'm like, what is going on?
You need to
There's
explain.
there's
child.
Yeah.
more advanced concepts in this
this?
game than in like Street Fighter 5.
All right, so
You
we're
need to explain the
talking
child
like
trafficking.
Devil May
Combat system?
Cry like combo system
Yes.
in this game, and I'm not kidding. You can juggle stormtroopers.
Yeah, there's like
Yeah.
cancel. You can do like cancels. Like some characters have crazy cancels and stuff.
Yeah, like there's actual like fighting game tech in this.
I've seen like one of my friends made like a Leia combo that like I don't know, I haven't played the game yet, but it's like it's
Yeah.
something with something specific with her moveset that allows her to cancel stuff and then like
Mhm.
loop back into itself and all. And I'm like, this is literally more advanced than most fighting games that come out nowadays.
Yeah, so like I made a little combo for Han, and it's because he has a finisher. And so what's cool with him is I'll do like a couple punches, and then I'll press A and he'll dive underneath somebody and shoot him. And then I press just regular punch again, and he'll grab him from behind and like throw him over himself, and then it's like an insta kill every time. And I'm like, this is a combo and a combo system in a Lego
Yeah.
game.
Okay, so Brian,
Lego Fire is
we
coming
need
soon.
I need you to explain it because if I explain how child flying works, you guys are just gonna yell at me that I'm getting us canceled again.
Okay, so recently, the first thing people commented on, of course, the first thing somebody wanted to try was play as Anakin and go to the Jedi Temple and try and kill younglings as Anakin. Lego or the developers, you cannot kill them, so they don't fall apart. So when you kill somebody, characters have little health bars, and if you drain the health bar, they fall apart. And so you can just do that to civilians. Like civilians will just be walking along the road and you can just shoot them in the head and they'll fall apart. But kids in this game don't fall apart. So people, of course, started trying to do combos and practice their combos on like little boy Anakin. And so people discovered that if you jug, because you can throw, so you do like
Yeah.
punch, and then you can do like an uppercut, and it'll send an enemy into the air, and then you can jump into the air and punch them some more. So people discovered that because the child characters don't die, that you can juggle them and actually travel across the map. And so people are discovering that you can go to all the corners of the maps and like go out of bounds and stuff with this, and they're just juggling the like little kid characters in the game, and it's
so does this-
hilarious.
Yeah.
Does this like make you fly basically? Like on
Pretty
the
much, yeah.
up into the
And you
air?
can go out of bounds on the maps too doing this. Yeah.
it's hysterical.
Do you get
Yeah,
stuck out of bounds or
I feel like they should leave that in, honestly.
I think they are, because on their
Yeah.
Twitter they find it hilarious.
Okay. That just
Yeah.
seems like something like in an old game that you're like, what the fuck? That just
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense, and that shouldn't be there. But it really doesn't hurt anything, you know?
No, it doesn't hurt anything at all, because people are actually like solving puzzles and stuff by doing this.
So that's like so I've been playing a game called Crystal Project recently, which is basically Final Fantasy 1, but like it looks like Terraria but with a top down like isometric camera. That's like a Metroidvania. It has a lot of platforming and stuff. And so a lot of there's like the platforming is like can get really complex. Like if you see a place, you can get to it. And there's a demo for the game. The demo lets you play like a certain percentage of the game, and then it basically walls you by having guards in a place that are going to be way too like there's like you can't come in here. You're like, go away, demo kid. Someone found a way to like just create like literally like pixel perfect jumping to get up past around the guards, because the guards can't stop you if you're not next to them, of course. The developer saw that and he's like, that's amazing. I'm leaving that in the game, because it's made by one person, of course. Yeah, it's just
Yeah. I mean, I think that's cool. When especially when devs like respond.
Mhm.
They're like,
yeah, he's just
"That's
like
really
literally
good."
he's like, that's incredible.
Yeah,
Good
so that's
job.
the melee combat, and doing that with lightsabers and stuff is so cool. And then the shooting is straight up third person shooter. Like over the shoulder
It's like playing
shooting.
Battlefront.
Yeah, and you can actually, and they actually took it a step further where they didn't have to, since it's a Lego game, but they're like, no, you can get like headshots and stuff, and it'll count as like double damage, or you can shoot a guy in a foot and he'll react to getting shot in the foot, or you could shoot someone in the knee and they'll fall over, and just like all these just crazy little details in this game. And so yeah, I couldn't enjoy it anymore. Like I love it. So good. I can't wait for you to start playing it too. I'm so excited.
Does it have
I'm
online
waiting to
co-op?
install it.
That is one of the negatives. It does not have online co-op. It has to be couch.
Yeah, but if you play on Steam, then of course you can use like Parsec or whatever.
I think people are finding out that you might be able to use remote play and be able to get around it, but I'm not sure.
if you're gonna use a remote play, you might as well use Parsec. It's a lot less laggy.
Yeah. So I'm sure people will come out with ways to do this, but I feel like people have been pretty vocal about the online co-op that I'm sure maybe they'll add it down the road, especially with how successful the game's been. I mean, it's sold out everywhere in stores, and then Steam, I think it's been on top of the page ever since it's come out.
I thought you were gonna say it's sold out on Steam. I'm like, that's impressive.
It's so popular. It's even sold out on digital. Yeah.
I know we're pressed for time, but I would love to dive into your day of playing it more, because you responded to our Discord message at 4:30, and you said you got your day started at 8:30 in the morning.
Yep.
When do you last remember? Before you said you don't remember typing that at all. So when was the last thing you remember that day before you woke up the next day?
I remember doing the beginning of episode 4. Because that's
at noon. Was that 1?
I think it was around 6 or 7.
6 or 7 p.m.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't remember the message, but you kept going.
Like this part was definitely not up.
Oh my gosh, man! That's fucking great, man. In a way, I'm kind of glad you don't remember, because it was just that good of a night.
Brian,
I wasn't even looking at my phone.
Brian is like, the last thing I remember is I looked out my window and I saw the sun going down. I'm like, my God, the Empire's destroyed the sun. I got.
Oh no, the twin suns are setting.
No, it'd been like, all I remember, it was still daylight. That was it. And they're gonna be like, oh, that's kind of like 5 or 6. Or my wife walked through the door, or she said, have some water and a sandwich or something, because you need some food or something.
I had my snacks.
Yeah, that's all I
was prepared.
The last thing he remembers is being in Tatooine.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
So you only had snacks all day?
No, we ordered McDonald's.
Oh,
Okay.
this is like super gamer, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I was gonna say,
how could you top that? You know,
if you had just snacks, no wonder you're plastered. Oh.
Got some double XP codes too.
Yeah, I mean, I was just going ham. I wanted to have a good time, and a good time was had. And the game is awesome.
Put that on the back of the box. I set out to have a good time, and a good time was had.
Yeah,
Brian.
That should be a review on Steam.
Yeah.
Review it. I mean, yeah, I'm super excited to play it at this point. I was before, and I was holding off because I'm like, there's been so much disappointment with every single game in the past.
This is the one game that will give people hope, and that's why I think people have been so positive about it. It's actually one of those like success stories these days, because I don't think we're getting a whole lot of those anymore.
Yeah, no, we're really not. So I'm super excited to play it. I'll probably play it after this podcast, honestly.
Yeah, that's my plan.
I mean, it just looks so damn good, dude. Because the last Lego game I remember playing was the Complete Saga, and I mean that was good, but this looks like it. I know it's not a remaster, but it kind of reminds me of what like drastically good looking remasters look like. You know, like you have like the Ezio collection or Ezio collection. I don't know, whatever. But like an Assassin's Creed that was remastered looks like, what the fuck, dude? Like I could have just. It doesn't look that good.
Yeah, where they're just basically repackaging a 1080p version of the game.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, this doesn't even. Why are you charging me an extra $40 for this shit? Play the original. But like, this looks like a really, really fucking good remaster in a way, or a super awesome sequel. And I know it's not that, but it just looks so damn good just from the cover art right here. It's like, wow, man, I want to buy this. So
You know,
I'm really looking forward to it.
one of my favorite thing about it is there's gonna be a lot of people who buy the complete saga because they're gonna think that's the one that's new. And it's called the complete saga.
But they're still
Yeah,
going to
'cause they're
get
gonna
a
see-
great game with
Yeah,
that
they're
one
gonna have
too.
a great
Double
time.
So,
sales.
yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna see Skywalker Saga, and it's like, well, I don't just want the Skywalker Saga.
yeah.
I want the complete
Yeah, I
saga.
want
It's like,
all
just
of it.
imagine when they're making this game, they're like, what do we call it? The complete saga. We already made that. Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, and they have the mumble mode in it from the original and the complete
Yeah, I
saga.
remember you saying
Yeah,
that.
so
That's
that you
awesome.
can turn that on right as soon as you boot up the game too.
Right, so
they
everybody's
have-
just going.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's all like they take all the dialogue and turn it into mumbles like the originals, and it's just so good. So much love put into it, and then like they even have a bunch of fun cheat codes that you can put in. They give you like big head mode, and you can turn everybody into.
I was gonna
ghosts
say, if
and
we got the
stuff.
classic big head mode, I'm happy.
Yeah, so they have all that in there, and there's even an upgrade tree. There's like 10 upgrade trees.
Oh my.
Yeah, so there's core that's for all characters, and then they have classes for the
Like
characters, and
Jedi
each
and like bounty hunter and
Jedi,
stuff.
Sith, villain, hero, protocol droid,
Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar, bounty
Failure of life.
hunter. They have extra. But yeah, there's like 10 or 11 different character classes, and they all have their own upgrade trees and everything too. So it's just there's so much.
Does that transfer from Jedi to
Oh,
Jedi?
Yes. So yeah,
That's
so
way
if
off.
they're considered a Jedi class, all the upgrades you do in your Jedi tree will go towards Jedi. But I've been investing a lot into the core upgrades that helps everybody, which has like increased damage with melee, increased ship damage, increase. Then you have stud magnet, which everybody
Anthony.
listening get
What?
stud magnet because the little studs are the currency of the game, and if you have that on, you can get them from further away.
Yeah,
They'll just
I
come to you.
remember that.
Yeah, so they have that in there. They have like the ×2 multipliers in it and everything. So it's
Anthony has had a grin on his face for like 30 seconds now.
Yeah,
I'm
he had
wondering what's going
something.
on.
yeah. What's
So-
going on? What you thinking
so
about?
you said upgrade tree, and I didn't click to me that the new upgrade trees. What came to mind was like, I remember in the Zelda Link to the Past, you can upgrade like the boomerang,
hmm
Oh,
but
yeah.
you threw it
Oh,
into
yeah.
like the well, or like the fairy wishing well. I thought
Yeah.
it was like Star Wars version was a tree. So
You are a boomer.
and
Anthony, we're gonna have like a clip of Anthony playing this game. He's like, I'm hitting the tree with my lightsaber. It's not upgrade.
I keep
What
throwing my
is
fucking
this?
rod at it. It's not upgrading.
Upgrade.
Which yes,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can throw your lightsaber as just Jedi.
Told you.
That's pretty cool.
hmm
Last time I did that was in Battlefront 2 original.
Yep.
I haven't played the new ones because fuck that.
Last
They're
time
good.
I did it was I
they?
threw my lightsaber at someone outside.
The first one
Did you?
was a lot left to be desired, but the second one got really improved over time. That one they actually listened, and it's fun. I wish they did more with it though. Ewok Hunt though is really good. That's a good
Who?
mode.
Ewok. Hunt.
Ewok Hunt. So it's
Oh my God.
it's like 20
Yeah,
people
Anthony.
play, and so it's a version of Infection, but instead 2 people start out as Ewoks, and it's all dark out, and everybody who plays as a stormtrooper is forced to play in the first person, and they have flashlights, but the maps are like pitch black, so you're all running around with your flashlights as stormtroopers while Ewoks throw spears and rocks at you.
Is the dark
Well,
like a cave?
And then if you get killed by an Ewok, then you become an Ewok. So then it turns into a bunch of Ewoks running around hunting like 2 stormtroopers. It's a fun. That's admittedly a very fun mode.
We'll see how dark it is when I pro gamer gamma my thing to max.
Yeah.
Brightness and
So,
gamma at
I
max.
have-
Now who can't see?
I have a
Still
question
me
for
because
you
I'm blind.
hmm
Still me.
So do you guys? I added or I changed the names and added these 3 channels. You like the channels, guys? We got Gamer Time, Pod Room, Hot Gay Dads, and Sombrero Sad Room.
Was this
Oh,
your
that
doing?
was, that was who made it. I thought it was. I just saw all these names. And I'm like, these are great.
These are great. I think my
I
favorite
know, I
though is
had no idea
Sombrero
what-
Sad Room.
Sombrero Sad Room is awesome.
That's my default room when I come in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I always see Anthony and Abe in
You can
Sombrero
find-
Sad
you can
Room.
find me in the sad room.
If you need Anthony's in the Sombrero Sad Room, they
Just-
just need to sit there just wearing a sombrero. Just
I want a T-shirt of that so bad.
We're
gonna get it. we gotta get them.
all of the time.
We polled our friends in real life, and they're like, "Yes, I would buy a sticker." Or,
Yeah, everyone seems to be a fan.
Oh my gosh, man.
You know,
Oh yeah, I was I was trying to think like we can't just have general. This is boring. We have all these Twitch channels. So let me think of some names for these, and I think I nailed it. You know.
it was a great
100% you
great
nailed
work.
it, dude.
Nailed it. Much like this episode, number 19.
Yes, we
coming to a
did.
close. Any final thoughts, gentlemen?
Buy Lego Star Wars.
Buy Lego Star Wars.
Skywalker.
It's so good. There's
Just-
something in there for everybody.
so
The
good.
thought of me wearing my own shirt with my face on it, it's not just the
No,
image is hilarious.
We have Anthony's gonna have a hoodie and a shirt, and then he's also gonna be wearing the sombrero doing the face.
I would hope he would be doing the face while wearing them.
Just stands outside just doing that.
We gotta get Anthony a full getup though. He has his own face with a sombrero on. He has the
Mhm.
shirt with his face and the sombrero on. Then we have pants with like just little faces,
Oh, the face
yeah.
on the butt cheeks.
and then yeah, huge ones on the butt cheeks, and then you have shoes with a couple faces on the toes, and then I don't know where else you would put them.
This is- I feel like-
get a tattoo.
Might as well just get the suit. Like the guy that wears the suit with question marks, you might as well just get a bunch of my faces on it.
Yeah, there you
What,
go.
the Riddler?
No, the guy that's always talking about the books. That's the tax book. Get more breaks. I forget what the
Yobo?
book's called. Yeah, he may have some books. But there's a crazy guy that does infomercials where he's
I
wearing like-
remember that guy.
yes, I don't even
I
know
don't
his name
remember
though.
this at all.
Me either.
Oh, continue. I'm gonna try to see if I can find it.
Uh,
I don't even know what to look online, to be honest with
Matthew
you.
Lesko, the
that
free
who it
money
is?
guy, the
Free
free, money
money
guy from
guy.
the 90s.
Put a picture on Discord, please. I didn't mean to
Yeah,
do
that's the perfect ending point. Just Anthony just disappeared.
It's just like, all right, I guess we're done. Disconnect.
Jeez.
I didn't
Yeah.
mean to do that, but this. Oh my god!
Wait,
that sucked.
so did we end?
Spend your free money on
Bye,
Lego Star Wars.
everybody.
Free money.
May the brick be with you.
Where the brick? You getting bricked up?
Brick it up, bro. There you go.
A brick.
Good night, if it's still alive.
He just doesn't give a shit. Like good
Like
night.
10 seconds later.
Are we still
yeah.
fucking here? Good night.
If we're still recording, see you later.
We're still recording, but have a good night. And if we're not recording, fuck you. Especially if you don't chew Big Red.